All right, guys, so from here we are going to be moving on and adding our gears, and we're going to be setting up our wheels ready for the next stage so that we can start modeling around this. So what I need to do next is we are going to go and insert, and we're going to go to the other documents again. We're going to jump out of that one into the Guildford Grammar School reference engineering components, and we're going to choose that helical gear. Okay, so from there it gives us some configurations, which is really cool. So what we're going to do is choose our thickness, but instead of leaving it as 6 thick, we're going to be adding our variable. Okay, number of teeth, so let's do our driven first. Module, same deal. Use our variable, so this will be able to update. So we're going to keep this one clockwise, and we just need to make sure we do the other one clockwise. Now this center bore, we're going to leave it added, so that allows us to put a circle in the middle. And that one, we're going to add a variable here as well, bore diameter, and we're going to make that 5.5, which should be right for this one. We'll check that in a second, but I'm going to make that my bore diameter. So if we need to change it later, we can. I'm just going to select that edge. It's not going to give us that, well, that is, but trust me, that's 5. We'll need 5.5 to be able to fit that along. The bore edge is going to give us something in here, so we want to add that tab, and we're going to keep that at 1.9. The grub screw we're going to add in, and we'll have a look at what that looks like in a second. We can always adjust it later, so I'm going to go generate him. What we want to be able to do with this one is I'm going to click him, and that will insert that there. Okay, so that's ready to go. I'm going to then add in another one. So instead of being that, I'm going to go gear thickness can stay the same. This becomes the driver gear, and then anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. Then everything else can stay the same, and I'm going to select on that up here and add that along. And there it is. Okay, so there's my 2 at the moment. I'm going to go tick on that now, and we can see that these 2 should now mesh. So we've got them going on opposite directions, so they will join through, which is awesome. What we need to do now is add them to these circles. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a revolute, and I'm going to choose it on that face along with, and make sure we get to the center of that. There it is. And we go tick on that. And that should bring him back there in a second. Oh, there's a few that are unhappy with us in a second, so we'll investigate that. All right, so I've just gone Control Z a couple times to undo that last revolute, because what I want to be able to do here is I want to use it on the end of this, and I'm going to show you how we offset. So I'm going to pick that, and we'll get that center again. So we want it in the middle there, and I'm going to invert that one so it goes that way, and I'm going to go tick. So I know that they aren't exactly aligned, but what we can do is if I come back to this revolute and we're worried about it, we can offset and rotate that. But the offset that I want to do is I want to bring this back this way a little bit. So I'm going to extend this out, so I can just hit the up arrow, and we can see that he is going to adjust. I think we want it about 15. Let's see how that looks. And I'm happy with that sitting just off there. We could probably bring it back in. Let's go 17. And that's about where it is. So let's leave it there. We're going to bring our next gear up onto this now as well. So I'm going to go again another revolute, bring him on that center, and I'm going to bring it onto that center. Now what I want to be able to do is align this. So again, I'm going to offset, and I'm going to bring that in line. So I'm squaring it up so it makes it easier for me to see everything. And I'm going to then have a look. So that doesn't mesh exactly, but it will be sufficient for the modeling purposes. In real life, obviously, it won't have any crossover. But what's really cool now is what we're going to do is we're going to add in a gear relation. And that allows us to pick this one. Oh, sorry, the mates, those last two mates, 1 and 2. And then our gear ratio, we're just going to put in our driver gear or driven gear, because we clicked that one first, divided by our driver gear. And let's tick on that. And what we should see now is as I move that, or if it's fixed, let's just fix that temporarily. Give it a second, and we should see them working. It looks like we might need to change the ratio. It's trying to work. Sometimes it won't catch quite up. Well, no, we might be okay. We can see that that action does what it needs to. So what we're going to do now is we're going to insert our wheel and add that in as well. We'll actually go through back into insert. We're going to go out of our helical gear, and we're going to go find our yellow wheel. So we keep coming down, and we should see that wheel 65 by 25. I'm going to go to assembly and select him. Now I'm only going to bring one in, and I'm going to go tick. And what I'm going to do is, because at the moment it's not quite square, so what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to remove that fix that we did before. So right click on that piece and go unfix. We're going to mate this piece into the center, or actually what we might do, because if you decide to then change this at any point, you get an error, is we're going to fix one of these guys. So because they're in everything, so I'm going to choose him and make sure that orientation is the same, and then go tick. Now we're not quite centered on this, so we'll have to make sure we adjust when we do some other things later. So what I'm going to do now is this guy is going to get mated to that. We have a look, like we could be really clever and make sure it aligns exactly, but we're just going to get it in the right place. I'm going to go fastened on that, and I'm going to grab, see how, if the length is the right. We select it there, and we probably need to bring it back out just a little bit. So I'm going to offset, and we want to bring it back out this way. And that's probably just right. So now our wheel is in place. So the last thing we're going to do for this is we're going to mirror this across so we have our wheel and our gears on the other side. So we could do that all manually, but we're going to use this nice little feature called Assembly Mirror. We're going to select on that, and we're going to ask what we want. So I'm going to grab that one, and that one. Actually, let's make sure we get the whole yellow wheel. So selecting it over here instead. The mirror plane, we're actually going to select the center of this guy. So it will then mirror across. Mostly, we're going to go mirror strategy. And we're going to choose these. So we want it to be transform and transform. So it then just flips it across, and that is perfect. So now we have our parts there. We hit tick, and we've got our motor and our wheels ready to be added once we start making our base.